I just stacked this dude.
Alright, we had to wait for like 15 minutes today to get action, and finally one person sits us with a short stack. Better than 15 though. It's slightly, you can play slightly different against it. I mean, it's only 10 big blinds more. But it's a little better than 15. It also doesn't just like leave us in this spot where we just get crushed for like $15, which turns into whatever, 2,000, 200, whatever they want to win off me, because if they're bad, I will never quit them. So we can potentially win 20 instead of 15. But I'll take what I can get. Like I said, I've been waiting for like 15 or 20 minutes trying to get action. So we'll see how we fare against him. He's playing decently. For buying in for 20, he's playing like, he's not just like limping every pot. We've been fortunate to, well, as I say that, he limps a button. Bad player one. Doesn't stab at the flop. Bad player one. Let me see what you're limping and then checking down. Obviously, I can't call with 6 high. I'm not going to waste 2 big blinds to find out because his stack's not deep. It's I'm not going to pay a premium for that information. 6 high literally never wins. Like, I guess we chop with 5-6 and 4-6. But he 3-bet one. Looks like he's about to 3-bet again. Nope, he just calls. And we have 2 overs, backdoor straight flush draw, but that's about it. I will c-bet though. Let's talk about c-betting real quick. I'm going to fire 2 barrels and then give up the river. See if ace high will give up. I think we're barreling in this one, boys, because I can't win otherwise. You should have some draws. Some ace highs can fold. Yeah, there we go. Let's talk about c-bets real quick, since we don't have a ton of tables going on. That'll go in pre if possible. And we'll do a little 3x and then snap it off if needed. Make a little bet here. See if he'll spaz something in there. Yay, we're getting all the money in. And if we're losing, we're losing. And he folds. Wow. He saved $5 though. And we got action from a $35 stack. I don't mind the $35 stack as much. Let's see if he'll spaz something else. Hey, we flopped 2 pair. We'll do a little $1 bet now. And that's not as good. He raises. I'm guessing it's a jack, though. Could be a 2. Could be ace high turning his hand into a bluff. Seems unnecessary, but you never know. I'm going to check raise all in here. I might not check raise all in on that turn. We'll be calling a river bet. We're going to win that for sure. So now we got second table. I'm not going to bring up the math. I do want to focus on this guy for a little bit. And he rebought. Good news for us. We flop trips. Also good news for us. He's not folding an ace to $1 or $1.50, so we will size it a little bigger for value. He's not folding a flush draw, and there's no reason not to charge the maximum if he does have one of those hands we want him to have. Fortunately, it looks like he had nothing because he just folded. This guy playing fine. Fold that. He's created an insurmountable $3 lead on us here. Fold that. First limp. We'll won't do anything too crazy. I'll fold. I'll c-bet. He snap calls, and I don't think this guy's gonna be very much in the mood to fold to us anymore, so I'm not gonna try and get him off of hands. I think 3-barreling might get him to fold a 7. Like we saw earlier, we 3-barreled, but on that board, there was possible, like, it's possible he just had ace high. It's possible he had a flush draw. 7 high wasn't gonna win anyway. Obviously 6 high is not gonna win on that one, but I think he has a lot more pairs on that board compared to, let's check back and try and get 2 full streets here. It also saves us from going broke to ace jack, and it seems like he has a strong hand. Now we have kings up, and we are going to value bet. I'm going to value bet small to try and get a call from a queen or a 10. And, oh, we got action all over the place. And then fold to a shove. Yeah, we flop a straight. He calls, and it looks like we're going to win that one. This one's ace high. We'll check. I think maybe you could bet there. It's a good card for us. This both these tables were sat for 50, and oh gosh, he's value towning us, huh? Obviously, we're calling that river. I'm not even going to defend there. He's min raising. So if this guy's tough, I'm not going to bother playing him for too long. But if it's a two-table fish, on the other hand, obviously we'll play all day. Not a great river for us. I don't think I'm checking back though. Let's go for like $2. What's happened here? Good, he paid that off. And we flop top pair here on a dry board. I'll put in a small raise. Let's bet that. Obviously calling a shove from him. Hoping it's like a 9-7 or something. So he doesn't rebot, so probably not like a pro. I shouldn't have raised, apparently. Okay, fold there. Still not sure if this is the same guy, though. It certainly seems like it could be. And call. And raise. So, pretty difficult to 4-table heads up. I can 12-table 6-max probably substantially easier than 4-tabling heads up. Oh boy. Brick 2. All right. He bricks out. That's kind of what you get when you limp call deuce 8. Oh, trying not to check fold here. Fold there, call here, and I will value bet that. And he rebought for 50. Very good. Let's see if he says something in the chat. Maybe he's upset with me. Nope. But he is going to play us. We'll check back bottom pair. Flop 2 pair. Flop a flush. I'm going to raise this for value. I'm going to bet that for value. I'm going to bet that for value. I'm going to bet that for value. Uh-oh, what happened? Ooh, that's not good. Give me a king. Whew. Boys, we're running good today. And I'll bet this for value as well. Check that back and call there. No good. Should have value shoved that, but when he slow plays like that, it feels like it could be a flush, like a lot of official, and he quits us. And this guy, who we just 2-outered brutally, so that'll be good for our yellow line. He flops a set in a 3-bet pot. We defended with king 10. I was actually afraid I'd see ace jack there more often than king 10, but ace king, sometimes king queen too, by the way. Ace king is definitely a very real possible hand. We'll raise and get that in. Oh gosh, this is gross. Wonder if half pot bet takes it down. Oh no, queen high's no good. Queen high's no good. Oh gosh, he was owning us. Oh my gosh. He just soul read us so hard on the turn with a 3. Oh no. 2, 3, 4, 5. Check, raise, shove. Problem is, like, if he has a good bead on how we play, that's a terrible card. If he has a good bead on how we play, he should know we're probably not check raising a king, like a 1-pair king. So we're gonna check that back now. That's unfortunate. Looks like he has a king. 5, 6. I mean, obviously we're not calling here. So fold. Okay. It's a very good flop for us. It'd be sweet if you got an ace 10 no diamond or something. We'll check that back. Queen 8. That was a weird way to play it. All right, let's get rid of this table. We are not going to be wanting a 4th table given this action. And this guy's more important to me. So let's develop some reads on him. This guy's kind of fishy. This guy right here, at least by comparison. Limping buttons and such. And I'm going to continue to bet. Top pair with the gutter. Fold, fold, check, probably call, hope to see a 4, not king 4. Good. Second pair there. I will bet that, fold that, check that back just to balance some check back range action. We will bet jack high flush draw. Expect him to call with any pair. But yeah, playing frantically here. And we'd actually be stuck this session, probably, though I guess we were up on this guy. We'd probably be stuck pretty decent amount if we hadn't two-outered that guy. I called for the two-outer and got it. That was sweet. This is actually a great flop. Queens should pay off 3 streets. Unfortunately, nothing. And nothing there. Aces again. Wow, we are on fire right now. Calls, good flop. We can get value from king queen. We're going to value bet. I'll see bet that. Fold there. Unfortunately, didn't get any action. This guy doesn't like to fold. This guy really doesn't like to fold, though. I think our king and jack are probably good. So let's see here. That's 4. We have a gut shot. Check another one back. Ace high would probably fold now. And I don't think we're going to call. If it was a club, I would have just continued lead, but I think we're going to fold. I am going to buy more chips, though. Fold there. Defend there. Fold there. Raise there. Flop second pair against a decent opponent, though. Kind of weird. Check that back. Good, decent card for us. Takes 9s out of his range. We'll float that one down and see if it wins. Where's the chips going? 6-10 offsuit's good, sir. Fold. 6-10 off is good. We'll defend here. You could do it either way. You can play to get it in pre. Obviously, we will be calling. Betting. Queen's not great for us. That's obviously very good for us, though. Owned. And he's not going to quit us. He probably thinks we're a massive fish. He would continue to lead his like nut flushes, his second nut flushes, his good flush draws. So I just don't believe guys when they do that very often. I'm a huge payoff wizard, as you know, so don't try and bluff me on the river when you are going to have a problem repping much. I'll say that. And if you play the ace of diamonds that way, which is possible, like let's say it's 3-bet pot, you turn just the bare nut flush draw, no pair. Maybe you want to not get blown off the draw, so you call and then jam river. I could see that being a possibility. Defend there, check here, see if he'll bluff. And we're going to win that one, obviously. Queen high is probably not going to win here, and it is going to win here. Thank you, poker gods. I can fold that. Check that back. We've been doing some checking back. I'm keeping the check back range pretty weird. And ace high might win here. 7-4. Wow, why can't those diamonds come out? Give me that sweet, sweet jack of diamonds, please. If that was the queen of clubs, even like queen of clubs, 8 of hearts or something, I might consider it. I think we'll fold. He could also be doing this with... No, but see, the jack is a very good card for us. I should probably raise there. Lead. Time bank. Fold. This guy's a huge calling station, so I'm not going to let him do his like pot size bets. And I am curious what he'll do on the river. I expect to see a 3 or a 4. Nope, ace high. Ace high, no good. Defend, flop a pair, flop nothing. A pair of aces. No, aces up. We'll lead that. Oh, baby. This could be it, boys. 5 of spades. Ah, so close. I'll defend both of these to a 3-bet actually. And check back ace high. Show me a 10. 7-4 offsuit, no good, sir. Wow, talk about whiffing flops. Backdoor royal flush draw. Aces are good. Check, check. And still nothing. Nothing, no pair. 3, 4, 5, 6. We've lost with aces. What was it? It might be 4 times in a row. I know it's at least 3. He had a7, so totally standard hand. So let's see if we found another way to do it. He should have 2 pairs or a straight here pretty often. I'm gonna bet fold this. Hey, we got aces again. We've had aces a bunch. And he mucks. Sweet, ace is good. See how he likes 4 bets. We'll just make it 1 more. Pocket 10's also a very strong hand. Shove. Obviously getting it in now. Decent card for us. Pocket 7s would suck, but very possible. 8s, 9s, 10s, jacks should all get it in happily. I'll bet, oh gosh, that's kind of a crappy card. 10. That's not a 10. All right. Decent card. We have aces and 4s. He's got nothing. Gosh. Can I really check this back? That seems so nitty. All right, check it back. Oh, I'm so bad. I'm so bad. He's loose and bad. Why wouldn't I bet there? Ace high is calling here for sure, by the way, but some weird hands will fold. 10, 8. 8, 9, 10, jack. That's called a open-ended straight draw. Defend. Flop trips, check raise. We'll call here. 7. Unlucky. Call. Call. Huh. Now I've got an actual decision. If he already has a flush, we could be just screwed. What's this? This is kind of weird. Good. Very good card for us. Only 2 flushes beat us. If he has it, he has it. Nice. He had it. Good for him. Oh, I don't need to defend there. Obviously, we will be check raising that though. And getting it in against that stack size, gleefully. Snap calling a shove. What's he got? Ace jack. All right, 6-4 diamond, and you're drawn dead. Whee! See if he says something. Run better, bro. Run so pure. Yeah, I'll get 50 cents from him here. I'll float that. Let's just call this mofo down. Oh, I don't like that card. All the draws got there. Okay, so I just tried to bluff call him, and he actually value raised me with a 7 on that board. So that was a bad call on my part. I was kind of trying to pay attention to this guy. That's a terrible card for us. I was thinking about the ace high call down, but just not feasible anymore. That fills all the draws. So when you make a half pot size bet, they have to fold 1/3 of the time or more for it to be instantly profitable. I think we've had aces so many times. I'm gonna give that up. King high, no real draw. Oh, no action. Yeah, I'm for sure gonna be bet folding that. Jeez, he snap called it too. This guy's fun to play against. And I'll shut this table down. Focus on just these 2 guys. Min raise is fine given that stack size. Not a great flop. Not a great flop. Ace jack's a very good hand though. All right. So let's see here. Do I want to c-bet? Nah, it's worse than bottom pair. It's not a great turn either. Aces again. We're just like crushing with the aces. I'll call just to see. I'm assuming a queen. Weird. Very weird. Hopefully he's got the queen jack. He's got king queen. It should go in. But if he's got a queen, it would probably go in too. I think I'll bluff call here because he can have some queen tens. I'm such a fish. Such a fish. I want to see what he had. I probably missed value from queen jack. Almost certainly. Now we've got the nuts. Check one back, see if he catches up. Yeah, whatever. $3 is fine. Let's see. So he had threes. He probably wouldn't call there. Like all of my bluffs are now there. No king, no 10. That's a 10. 2. I think technically you might be able to fold there. You're only in for 50 cents and you know you're flipping, but you're actually, I think, in decent shape. Though, to be honest, he had not shoved yet. Now he's sitting out. I do want this guy's last $15, I'm not going to lie. And we'll get rid of that table. My wife's almost home with the old dinner. See if we can't take another couple dollars from this guy. It's always good to just run super good. I mean, that sounds obvious, but when you play thousands and thousands of hands, you'll just have these stretches and these sessions where you just get clobbered. Yesterday we actually had a winning session, though I had aces 3 times and lost all 3 times. So that's frustrating, obviously. We'll be betting here, hoping a jack calls us down. And we'll be shoving any river. If he limp called a king, that's fine. He could. He's only raising 14% of his hand, so he might not be the type of guy who, if he's going to be in with a king, he's going to raise it. By the way, quick lesson. You should be. But you already know that if you've been watching these videos, you should not be limping the button. Do not limp the button at Heads Up Cash. Technically, maybe if you're on your last $10.26, maybe. I'm trying to think if there's a good reason to. But no, don't do it. You shouldn't be playing these stakes. Oh, sick. I'm going to lie to him. Tell him I laid down pocket 9s. Give me a queen. Whoops. Show me a bluff, show me a bluff, show me a bluff, show me a bluff. I just wanted to keep jamming with 3-6 offsuit, thinking I'll fold stuff. When obviously I'm probably going to be snapping off ace high. Any pocket pair, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s you can think about for the reason I said earlier. Please shove. Please shove. Yes. Please show a bluff. Please show a bluff. Please show a bluff. Ow. He's crushing us. Our red line is plummeting. Shove. Dang it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Shove. Maybe he'll shove now. We win. It'll be hilarious if he nit rolled a boat. 5-7 or something. Looks like we should have bet more on the river, boys and girls. Because he had pair 7s. Queen 7 limped on the button. Wonder why you're losing. Didn't deuce any good? Oh, it's very good now. Bluff, 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 bluff. 2s win. We could have, maybe shoved that one. I would fold it too. Shove, 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 shove. Oh. Keep this pot small. Alright, I'll call if he shoves. I'm not going to be super happy about it because he would probably play a queen this way, but he's just totally spazzing everything. Queen high's no good. I'll fold. There you go. Oh boy. Just give me the last $9. 10-5. I'll give you my small blind. I'll call. Oh man. I was willing to gamble with you. Just give me an ace. Just give me an ace and I'll call and we can flip. You can show me like 6-3. I'll have ace deuce. Here it comes, boys. And 6-4 is going in the muck. I want this guy's last $8 though. See bet that one. Alright, gonna need a pair here. Gonna need a pair. That's not a pair, no. I knew he was gonna jam that too. This is gonna be so sweet. We're gonna have like the nuts on the river. Oh wow, he called with 8 high. That's hilarious. Jam. He called with 8 high. And then jammed. Snap. Nah. That would have been hilarious if that 6 of hearts rolled off. All right, he left. So real quick, we'll get out of that. We don't have to play anymore. I'm not going to talk about ranges and go over calculations right now. Pretty quickly. Nah, we'll do it later. I know I keep saying I'm going to put out some actual strictly strategy videos, and I will. I've got planned. I've got a big break from work coming up. So I'm going to put out some serious non-let's play videos, just straight up kind of almost lecture series on 6-max and heads up, talking about ranges, talking about some basic poker math, some somewhat non-super basic poker math. Not super deep, but at least slightly more than just, knowing that you can multiply your outs times 4 or 2. So some good stuff coming up. We can check in real quick. So first we can take a look at the old bankroll. In our 5K challenge, we're at 1748, so we're over 30% of the way there. Now, keep in mind 1,000 of it is what I initially deposited. So we're only up 748, and there was some bonuses in there. But at one point, my challenge was going really, really poorly. We were down into the $300 range. We kind of just took a step back, dropped down in stakes, which is what you should always do when you're losing. Play stakes you're rolled for, and we grinded it back up. So we're actually doing very, very well this month and over the past couple weeks. If you look at reports, the most interesting one, since we've been playing heads up, we can take a look at the heads up. Less than 5,000 hands. I know I've said it in every video where we've gone over these Hold'em manager stats, but this doesn't really tell us much. I'd love to be able to say I win at 24 big blinds per 100 at 6-max and 19 big blinds per 100 at heads up. I know for a fact that's not true. In fact, my win rate historically has been higher at heads up than 6-max. So we've been running good. I mean, especially if you look at, we must be so far above EV after some of the stuff we did today, especially that King 2-outer, which was sick. We had 8% equity? Yep, we're running good, boys. Red line's up, blue line's up, makes the green line up, and like I said, it's always nice to run above. So let's real quick look at our heads up graph. These are all the hands we've played. As we've talked about before, just my general style of play involves raising a ton of buttons, 3-betting, not crazy anymore, but a decent amount. And barreling, if we have almost any equity, I'm usually willing, as long as the guy doesn't have a super high check raise percentage. If we have some outs, I usually am willing to stick a little bit more money in there and try and combine some of that equity, that real equity, with some fold equity. And it gives you a nice red line. Problem is, you end up not always showing down the best hand on the river. So when they call you on a couple streets and you give up on the river, you're usually not winning. So that blue line suffers. Having a positive red line is nice, though. But like I said, this sample size doesn't mean much to me yet. I am happy to see that the blue line is now hovering around 0, which means we are in the black, so to speak. I'm sure we were running at exactly EV. I'm sure after today we're running way above. It looks like 2 buy-ins. Where are we at? 256 versus our actual 369. So yeah, 2 buy-ins above. EV over 4,000 hands doesn't mean anything. Like I said, At one point we were running a little more than 2 under it. Now we're running 2 above it. So it's really swingy. A 4,000 hand sample doesn't really mean much. Sessions, it's not a ton to see here. Today's session, 26 minutes, less than 200 hands. Crushed it. 179 big blinds per 100 yesterday, 173 today. Definitely sustainable, right? And that is like 300 hands. So definitely a sustainable win rate. Not. But yeah, cash results graph, it's trending in the right direction. Sample size, too small. Not too focused on it yet. But I'll keep you guys updated. I know like I put these videos out kind of as like a challenge series, and when I was coming up in poker, I was really interested in seeing other people's graphs and stats and them talking about it. So if it's something you like, I try and do it at the end of every few videos. If it's not something you like, you can always just skip it. Tell me how stupid it is in the comments if you really feel the need to. Anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what plays were good, what was bad. That King 10 hand especially, you know, if you can make a good argument for playing it differently, I think there could be some that are at least worth talking about. Go ahead and tell me about it. But yeah, we got lucky today. We ran well. We played an opponent who was decent, who was giving us action on 2 tables, or at least 2 different opponents who played similarly, though their ag factors seem to be pretty far off. So it might not have been the same guy, but he played similarly enough. I'm imagining the fact that he sat 2 tables at the same time, bought in for 50, and started playing right away. Probably the same guy. But yeah, we ran good. I think we played okay. We had, our table selection was fine. I think we're like a marginal winner against that guy, and obviously when we run like God, not much he can do. So I feel bad for him. But yep, thanks for watching.